Our first speaker up is Ken, and the title of his speech is Mercedes. Okay, welcoming Ken.
Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? My friends all drive Porsches, I must make amends. Worked hard all my lifetime, no help from my friends. So Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? Who sung that? You know. Who sung that?
Janis Joplin.
Janis Joplin. Right, in 1970. So even back in 1970, a Mercedes-Benz was the car to have. The car that you would say, one day I'm going to have a Mercedes-Benz. One day. Well, I might have had a little help from the divine, but I was the one who put down a lot of cash, and I got myself a Mercedes-Benz. And it's a great car. Black on black, a whole load of options. But it came with an option I didn't expect, and I didn't pay for. And it's one you might want to have when you buy a luxury item. But more about that later. It was about time for me to get another car. The car I had before that, I bought 10 years ago in 2003. Sort of a luxury car, an Acura RSX Type S. Now an Acura is kind of a luxury car. It's got nice leather seats. But this car I bought was a 200 horsepower, 6-speed engine, 2-door coupe. Great for zipping all around town. And it held up well for 10 years. But it was about time to buy a new car for two reasons. One reason was my women friends. Now, while I was zipping around, that's, every shift, choo, 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 the women in the passenger seat were going like this. It got to the point where one of the recent ones said, Ken, I am not driving with you anymore. You have to take my car. And her car was a Mercedes. All right, I got that message. And then the other reason were my colleagues at work. Now, my colleagues at work tend to be men, most of them are men. And as you might know, most men are not built, shall we say, environmentally sound like me. They're not the small green version of men. They're more like John here. And if I had to drive some of my colleagues around in my 2-door car and they're John size, 2 of them had to go in the back, and it meant pushing the seat forward, getting around the seatbelt like this, and then saying, Ken, when are you going to get a goddamn new car already? So between having to drive people around and women going, it was about time to get a new car. So I got a 2012 certified pre-owned Mercedes E350. Certified pre-owned because I felt it was like me, certified pre-owned. You know what I mean? If you've been married, you know what that means. And this car is great. I mean, it's got options in there that I didn't even know you could have. Like, there's something called Parktronics. You drive by a spot, it tells you the car could fit in that spot, and then it guides you on the screen. You look at the screen and you go like this. It's fabulous. It's got some kind of lane detection device that tells you if you're swaying out of the lane. Fabulous. It's got blind spot indicators. If a car comes by, it's like beep, beep, beep. And I've spent days pushing buttons saying, what is this doing? Let's see what this opens or closes. One day I was enjoying this car, nice sunny day. I had the panoramic roof option in play. Enjoying the car, feeling, yeah, this was the right thing. And suddenly, the mysterious option kicked in. And I don't know how it worked, but all of a sudden, I could feel around me a vibration. And then I heard, why did you wait so long to buy this car, Ken? How many more days do you have to enjoy this car? You know, Ken, you can't put off all these things for the future. You're going to die one day. I didn't buy that option. I mean, who put that crap in this car? The mortality option. You're going to die one day. What are you talking about? And that's when I realized what the option was telling me is, don't wait for one day. You know those fine restaurants you want to go to? It's now. Those wonderful trips you want to take? Carlson, you take those trips now. Those clothes you want to buy, you know those expensive clothes? Those shoes? Do it now. You don't know how many more days you're going to have. So the mortality option said, do it now. Now, if you don't do it now, you might find yourself singing, "Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz?" Do it now before the mortality option kicks in.